On this Indigenous Peoples Day, we are honoring the cultures and contributions of Native people around the world. One woman has made the Upper Peninsula her home, and she is taking what she's learned from her Indigenous and Hispanic heritage and turned it into a way to bring help and well-being to her community. Ben Raymond shares her story.
These are remedies that have been around for generations, and so some people call it folk healing or folk magic, but these are our roots. This is what got our abuelas through getting their kids better.
This is Keia Lewis.
The herbal products that I create, the way that I have been taught from my elders and teachers is that when the plant wants to work with you, it'll show up. So that's how I really pick and choose what kind of things that I create.
She started Botanica Quetzalli in Marquette as a way to bring healing to the community through various herbal products and well-being practices.
The practices that I'm doing are rooted in my ancestral practices. This business that I have is rooted in that, and that's my inspiration for this because, like I said, for so many years people were demonized and this knowledge had to go underground, and it still survived, and we're still here and we're still practicing. So to me, it was more important to have that connection to my ancestors in the name of the business.
Her journey so far has been one of personal growth and discovery.
So I started on that journey, like I said, about 10 years ago. I went to a yoga teacher training in Milwaukee, and through that time just had a lot of opening up and realizations, and just kind of delving deeper into my own healing and growth. While I was going through that certification, I did a work study in the apothecary. So I started working with plants and herbs at that point, and they really just called to me. I just felt it was something different, that I had never experienced before. And so as I was delving in, I was like, there has to be this in my own culture. I was talking to my mom and my grandma, and they were like, oh yeah, well, your Amalupe was a curandera, which is a traditional Mexican healer, and she was an herbalist, and she was the town midwife, and all this stuff. And so it started kind of puzzle piecing together.
Through the process, Lewis grew to embrace her Mexican American and her Lipan Apache heritage.
And because my Amalupe was a curandera, and that's the path that I've been called to, that's in the blood, that's in the DNA. And so delving down that path for me also has been just intense and wonderful. And yeah, I have 2 teachers, one in New Mexico that's specific about we work with herbs. Then I have another teacher in Phoenix who does ceremony and healing and stuff like that. Just the 2 sides of my business, those are I have those teachers that I sit with.
By connecting with her own culture, Lewis is finding new ways to help others.
Maybe that's mi ofrenda, my life is my offering. For me, something that's just so important, especially as a well-being practitioner in the community, is I'm here to be of service. I'm here to help, and living kind of in that way, we talked about, understanding that folks come to you from different places. They will come to you with different levels of experience, and trying to have compassion for that.
One way she starts helping is by listening and learning about other cultures.
What I actually try to encourage people to do is to look into their own lineage and their own ancestry. You had those, each culture had their specific herbs that they worked with that had really deep meaning and were used for certain purposes. So even when I create herbal formulas for people, if I know some of their ancestry, I try to put an herb herbal formula together that has some of those components in it. And because I found that when people utilize those herbs, it hits differently. Like they have a greater, like, and a deeper effect almost. And we could say it's DNA level, we could say it's metaphysical. Like, I don't know what it is. I just have seen it enough times that it is apparent that, like, that has something, right? There's something there. So when folks can connect with the plants of their own lineage and use that, to clear their space, to smudge themselves, whatever, however they use their sacred smoke. I just always encourage people to, like, delve into that route first, if that makes sense.
Celebrating Hispanic heritage in Marquette, Ben Raymond for Local 3 News.